Hey curl friends, and welcome back. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how I created these crochet faux locks with no cornrows and no wrapping. I'm starting off on a fresh twist out using my very own moisturizer. It is coming soon, guys, and I just went ahead and started to section off my hair. One of the key components to creating box braids, any kind of protective style that takes quite a few hours, is to make sure that you're super organized and sectioned apart. So I'm sectioning my hair into 5 large sections. I'll have 3 in the front, 2 in the nape, and then 1 right there at the top in the middle. Oftentimes it can get super duper overwhelming to see all of the hair all at once while you're braiding or crocheting your hair. It'll also help to give you a stopping point as well as organize the sections. You'll know exactly where you left off. So if you're like me, you like to take a lot of breaks, this method works perfect for you. You can pretty much just do one section, and when you finish, you can go ahead and take a break. It's just so much more satisfying to know that you only have a few more sections left to go. So I started this off by myself, so I went ahead and started with the front section, since that's the part that I can see much better. Now, depending on the size of the crochet locks that you order, you want to section off your parts according to that dreadlock. So my dreadlocks are pretty small. They're not extremely small, but they're pretty small compared to the usual medium or large size dreadlocks. So I'm sectioning off my hair accordingly. I'm not making my parts too small, but I'm also not making them too large to where it doesn't look realistic. And the first section is completely braided up. Using a crochet needle, I'm going to go ahead and stick the crochet needle right towards the base of the braid. I want to make sure that the hook is also on the opposite side. I'll be using these pre-looped dreadlocks that have burnt ends. Using the hook from the crochet needle, I'm going to go ahead and hook on that loop and pull it through the base of the braid. On the opposite side, I'll grab the loop and stick the end of the crochet lock through the loop and tighten it towards the base of the braid. And because this is a long protective style, it's going to take me a few hours to get this done. I personally like to braid up my entire head, get all of the crochet hair or dreadlocks in first, and then I'll go back in and finish out the hairstyle. You guys will see what I mean. So I'm inserting the hook in the base of the braid, pulling the loop through the base of the braid, and then pulling the crochet lock through that loop, and I tighten towards the base of the braid. Once I'm finished with that entire section, I just go ahead and start wrapping the hair. I'm pretty much just unraveling the lock, pretty much opening it up, and I'm just twisting that hair around the braid itself. I'm doing this with a medium grip. I don't want to grip it too tight to where I'm making the hair gather, but I want to pretty much unravel the lock exactly where it would naturally unravel. When I get towards the ends, I'm just going to twist the lock in the opposite direction just to make sure that everything is nice and secure. So essentially, I'm pretty much just sticking my natural hair box braid in the middle of this dreadlock. I want it to sit inside of the dreadlock, not be wrapped around it. And that will pretty much just mask or hide away your natural hair inside of the lock. You'll know that you're unraveling the wrong way when the dread starts to look a lot more funky and weird looking. You guys will see if you're turning it the wrong way. The lock will pretty much work against you versus with you. And if you're interested in the nail polish that I have on today, it comes from OPI, and this is Susie without a paddle. And special shout outs to Octali and OPI for sending this over. Moving on to my next section, I went ahead and braided everything down, and now I can go ahead and do the same exact thing on this side. So realistically speaking, this took me about 8 hours or so. That is counting in all of the breaks I had to take from the camera dying and filming for you guys, which pretty much just doubles the time. So realistically speaking, you can get this done within about 2 to 4 hours, depending on how much hair you have. But it totally saves time and helps you to stay organized to go ahead and just section off the hair, braid everything down, and then just go in with the locks, and then leave the wrapping of the dreadlock around your natural hair for the very last step. you'll whip through this really quickly versus stopping for each and every lock, wrapping it around, doing all that extra stuff as you're going. And this is the same exact faux crochet locks that I used in my faux crochet lock wig tutorial that was on a braided wig cap that you guys read me for filth for. So I thought I would go ahead and just redeem myself and show you guys what it would look like on natural hair versus that cap. And my hairstyle is pretty much complete. I'm just going to go ahead and add in some Eco Solid to my edges, and that's pretty much it. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed these crochet faux locks with no cornrows, no wrapping whatsoever. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.